Our next tab in the WYSIWYG toolbar, this puzzle piece, is Snippets. And this opens up the menu for snippets that we can use on pages. So I've referred to snippets before, particularly over here on the landing page, and that this item here with the left-right aspect is a snippet. So what exactly is a snippet? Well, if I go to the edit view of the same page on the landing page, and we go in to edit that teaser section it exists in, what we can see is that the snippet is a table construct of a sort with a number of content items filled in. So if I go over here, snippet generic section, snippet teaser column intro. The generic section is sort of a wrapper. See how it says section wrap dots, section wrap overlap previous. If I look at the page itself, note that there's dots, and note that it's overlapping the previous item on the page. So the generic section is being used sort of as a window control for this teaser column intro snippet. And note that when I click on it, I get my table controls, because technically it is a table. And what it is there are style documents within OmniCMS that when a snippet is applied to a page, control the look. It's a way that you can drop a visual element on a page that contains some content, images and text and whatnot, in a visually appealing way without having to basically create something from scratch. It's already pre-formatted for you. So in this case, if we do a comparison for this teaser column intro, that's this section right here. And we look through, there's the image, and the image appears here. So if we change that image, a new image would appear in that space. Down here, create tag using WYSIWYG toolbar, and we have a link tag there, and it equivalates to this right here. So maybe we don't like that. It says it's optional. We can take that off. Like so. Heading text. If we look over here, we see that right there is the heading text it's referring to. And it doesn't have a heading size on it. It's automatically set to format that way. So we could come in here, you get to say, this is heading text. Editorial text is text that probably appears right underneath, right here. And note that you have the freedom to format this. Unlike the heading text, this is set to italic. We could change that if we wanted to. Deploy strategic systems right there. That is supporting text, and it is also optional. We don't need it if we don't want it. And it is also, if you note, independently formatted into whatever setting it is, supporting text. And we have a additional rich link snippet tied on at the end, just as part of the whole. Several of the snippets in the system are actually multiple snippets that have been combined into a single snippet. And if I were to save this with these changes, and publish it. And I go over here and refresh the page. You'll see that the elements that I changed, the pill's gone, and these items have all become something else that I changed in it. So that's basically how snippets work, more or less. They're a table, pre-formatted item. You go through the table and you change the items to what you want them to be, and it will change it up. So in the case of this, let's say I want to add a simple snippet here, and a snippet that gets used quite often is the accordion. So let's come under heading 6 here, and we're going to put an accordion. I would click the puzzle piece, and I can filter by name the different snippets, or you can scroll through. But if you know the one you're wanting, you can just do it this way. If I were to use the filter for accordion, there we go. And we can see a preview of what it'll look like. Now click insert. And here's the table for the snippet here. It has a column for headings And this is what it'll display on the accordion before the dropdown. And this is the content here. And the content will be whatever is inside that dropdown. So we might change the heading here to Omni CMS Basics. And change this text out. And it's not limited to just text. We can put images in there if we wanted to. And let's find our buddy WooShock here. There we go. Insert. Don't forget our alternative description. That's important. Show evolution. Width and height and everything. Click save. And click save here. And we can see a preview of our accordion. And it doesn't have to even have 5 rows in it. It can have more or less. Maybe I just want 4. Come back in to edit my main content. And select row, delete row, save. Now I only have 4 dropdowns. And that's a very commonly used snippet, and it's a good simple one to show you at this point. We're going to get into more advanced snippets further on down in the course, but for the moment here, it gives you an idea of how the snippet tab works.